Plain and simple.
He
I don't
did the job.
care how charismatic
He's doing
you
the
look.
job.
Bullshit.
Come
If
on,
that was
look
the
at what
case,
he got
if
handed.
that was the case, but George W. wouldn't have been reelected.
I agree. I don't think Bush was doing the job either. But my point,
wrecked up the economy.
I just said that. I don't think Bush was doing the job either.
No, that's not what you said.
I just did say
No.
that.
What I said isn't what you said.
Listen, what I'm saying
Bush
is,
fucked up the economy.
I don't give a crap what party. You're playing the party line. No,
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're not going to see anything bad in a Democrat, no matter how shitty of a job
bullshit.
they're doing.
Are
That
you
is
kidding?
not bullshit. That is. See, I can see the crap in both
You don't
sides.
know me well.
Irvin, you tell me.
I voted Republican.
You tell me what's been done. What President Barack Obama has done so far that he said he was going to do, okay, from the beginning, and that he's done that's really been a positive and nurturing thing for this state and this country.
Stabilize the economy.
Stabilize the economy.
Yes, he did.
What drugs are you still on from the hospital?
We were over a cliff, dude.
And we're still not?
We're coming out.
Well, according to Vice President Joe Biden,
Biden, that's another lunatic. That guy's even worse.
He did say,
God forbid Obama
he
gets
said Bin Laden's
assassinated.
dead and GM's alive. So, GM's came back with some cars.
Listen,
they brought back.
I appreciate you being an anarchist, but I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
You can't be blind to reality. I mean, you just nobody
Reality.
gets any credit. Look, the
Reality.
guy pulled the economy out of the dumps. He actually, okay, he's got these issues in the Middle East, but that was going to happen. Not only that, he at least reached out to them. That is a good start. And all that shit is calming down. Yeah, you got insurgency and all that. But he got Osama bin Laden, which Bush couldn't do. He got us out of Iraq, although we're still going to be there. But Afghanistan's a blowout. But remember, he's got all this around. Then he's got Europe with their currency all over the place. He's got to deal with them. He finally persuaded Germany to get them to fund the money and then to help the other ones. And then still here at home, he's got all these haters and all these white elite people that like to accuse him of everything from even being Curious George. I mean, come on. This guy got all this bullshit thrown at him, and look at today. The numbers are there. Even though people are suffering this economy, they still like him because they know he's not about selfish ambition.
Let Gary chime in because he's over there rolling his eyes and
I mean, my wallet's a little big.
yeah. Irvin, how is the employment rate in this country?
It's better than it was 4 years ago.
Again, you're comparing instead of saying.
Well, what else are you going to do?
You compare to what we're in now.
Well, what
you
we're
compare
in now is better enough.
If you don't do the job, you don't stick around. That's plain and simple.
I hate stiff-necked people.
10%
It's now to 15. Now it's like 14. What is it now?
No, I don't know.
What is it now? Unemployment? 14%?
8 point.
No, it's higher than that.
No, that's real. In real time, I guess it's somewhere there. But it's about 8 point on average. I mean, there are states right now that are actually then almost no unemployment. Right now.
But as a nation, I'm not talking about nitpicking out states.
Well,
as a nation.
Look.
Things like 9%. Like national level.
You got New York. You got Atlanta's now starting to play. But you got New York,
California,
Chicago, and California.
LA,
those three states. All those three states are doing well. They're doing better.
Well, I don't know about California. I mean,
California's always burning up.
Yeah, 47.
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
oh, that's right. That eye is smooth. Good one.
Okay. Now, the rest of the economy is like Baltimore. Baltimore has to fish for its own self. In other words, they're not cities that are like stable. Everybody goes to New York. Everybody. Baltimore's like that city over there that has a lot of ugly buildings. But, so, those economies have to depend on their own ingenuity and their own engine. And so now they're struggling with that show that used to be on Wired was about Philadelphia Street. Now they have one about New Orleans. New Orleans has to depend on its music and its culture and its people.
Well, New Orleans was hurt by Katrina. I mean, New Orleans was basically bruised deeply by Katrina.
Well,
that's why they're still reeling from that, of course. And that's Mother Nature. You have no control over. That has nothing to do with the human.
I think we appreciate it more.
Laz Lomeo, thanks for being on the chat here. He says the problem is systemic. It's the system that's wrong. You can't grow forever.
Yeah.
And he also, or she, also says neocons always will be worse than Obama and company.
Yep.
There's one of your comrades. And
baby.
then he goes on to say globalization makes things not so sure. Imagine if the euro disappeared.
Yeah. He also said, or he or she said, Tea Party is hilarious if it was a comic.
Right. Well, see, I thought the euro was a bad idea anyway, because anything that grows towards a new world order system where everybody comes together, and this is kind of one of my problems with the local making consolidation thing, is it sounds great on paper and everything, but you're growing. But in the way you're growing, are you growing more into being a one big entity, which is what the Europeans
it's all in the
did.
mindset, kid.
But I mean, we're going to talk to her blue in the face. I'm not going to change your beliefs on President Barack Obama. You're not going to change my beliefs on him. But I just think the numbers speak, and you can't really say right now that you're doing well.
How are you?
And I'm not talking about health wise, Irving.
4 years.
Are you happy in the position you're in?
25 years to
Are you
get.
happy in the position you're in right now?
Yeah.
You are. You're happy with the way
Listen,
your
I live on
economy
disability.
is.
I'm blessed. So.
Okay. Well,
I'm one of those mooches.
So maybe Romney.
I'm one of the mooches.
Exactly. Maybe Romney was onto something when he said he depends. Maybe Romney was on something when he said. Yeah, but maybe Romney was on something when he says that he depends on support from victim mentality who are dependent on government handouts. So maybe Romney was right.
No, I also have other shit.
No, but you know what I'm saying? You're an Obama supporter, and you got your disability check coming. You're speaking for Romney. You're speaking for. You're one guy, but you're speaking for Romney. Well, you might have, but.
What do you mean might have?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know when you worked. I don't know what work you did.
Yeah, I was selling cocaine on the corner.
Well, Telfair County, they busted somebody with a lot of coke. But you know what I'm saying.
38 million.
You know what I'm saying, Irving. I mean, maybe,
$38 million worth of
again,
Romney.
They tested that shit.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, Telfair, you sure they did. Look,
sure?
guys,
Wow.
we've already almost got an hour. Great conversation. We love it. Irvin's back, and we just love it. It's just it's flowing. We got argument.
Come on
debating.
down to Rush.
Come
we
on
got
down.
The coffee brewing.
And give us a call.
We got the muffins. We
Yeah.
got an empty store.
Yeah, that's
give
coming.
us a call at 478-397-8254, or give us a chat in the chat room and come by over at our the site at www.blogtv.com/people/The Morning Roast.
So let's go ahead and take our first break, guys. 8:52:53. It just changed. Beautiful outside. As I said, come on down. Sabuki, thanks for chatting. We'll get into some of your stuff when we get back from this break. Laz Lomeo, thanks again. We're good to go. Yeah, it's a little off, but who cares? It doesn't mean it's going to censor us. But again, thank you. You're joining the Morning Roast. We'll be back in a few.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, baby. It's pretty, Suzanne.